Hello Flight Simmers, it's Two Shot Cowboy here and we're back in Flight Sim 2020 and today we're back in the TBM and we're at a fairly cloudy and dull looking Manchester International Airport in the United Kingdom. This is my closest local airport and today we're flying from the private aviation area here, not from the main terminal which is over there, and we're going to be taking the TBM 930 for a quick spin over IFR over to the Isle of Man. Which is a small island which sits between the United Kingdom and Ireland. It's a fairly interesting little spot. It has a nice little airport, and we're going to fly in there today, IFR with the TBM. So let's get on it. So I'm hoping that I can remember exactly what to do with the TBM because I haven't been in it for a couple of days. Ignition on. So there we go. So using my throttle controls doesn't actually work very well there for the prop. I thought it would work for moving the prop control, but it doesn't. But that's all good. So it looks like we've got a good start there. We're going to get rid of the prop here. And we're going to put pitot height on. Leave the inertial separation for a second. Then put auto bleed mode. You can see on the screen there that we have a route programmed in. So we're going to go up here now and ignition to auto. Starter is off. Aux boot pump to auto. Fuel tank selection to auto. Autopilot and trims on. That's good. And we're going to turn our strobe lights and our pulse lights on. And our nav lights on. So it's just taxi and landing we need there for that. That will just turn our strobes off because they shouldn't be on yet. Why I've just put those on. So now we'll contact ground and get some information. We're just using standard in FS 2020 air traffic control. So we'll start by tuning Manchester air traffic control.
Manchester Airport information, Mike 1500 Zulu. Wind tree 0 tree at 14. Visibility 6. Sky condition, few clouds at 500 feet, few clouds at 4,200 feet, few clouds at 12,000 feet.
There's a few clouds.
2.10. Altimeter tree 0.11.
Oh, 3011.
Runway 2 tree right and visual runway 2 tree left in use. Landing and departing runway 2 tree right and runway 2 tree left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Mike.
Okay, so information Mike. Let's get away from there quickly. Let's ask for our IFR clearance.
Manchester clearance delivery Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready to copy IFR clearance to Ronaldsway.
Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is cleared to Ronaldsway Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 2 tree right climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.775 squawk 5577.
So we've got 9,000 feet. We'll read back that and we're squawking 5577.
Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha cleared to Ronaldsway Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 2 tree right climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 118.775 squawk 5577.
Dair Golf Sierra Alpha read back correct. Contact ground on 121.705.
Okay, so we are already with the right ground there for taxi. We're going to just hold off on that for a second. We're squawking 5577 and we've idented, so we'll leave the radios on there because we're going to tune up the ILS at Ronaldsway when we get nearer. I've put all of the speed bugs on here and I'm just going to go back to PFD settings and we'll stick with this setting for the MFD at this point in time. Everything should be good here. We've got 3011 and we just need to put 9,000 in the box for the altitude, for our initial cleared altitude, which is there. That all looks good to me, so it's time to call for taxi. Now I'm going to see if I can get a pushback, but I don't know if I can here.
Manchester Ground, Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha requesting pushback.
Manchester Ground, Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, no pushback tug is available to answer your request.
Okay, well we'll have to be naughty as we did last time. Go back to clearance, request taxi.
Manchester Ground, Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha with mic ready to taxi IFR.
Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, taxi to and hold short of runway 23 right using taxiway Bravo Alpha Charlie. Contact tower on 118.6 tree when ready.
We've got a taxi clearance for
Taxi
23
to
right.
short runway 23 right using taxiway
Gonna
Bravo
have a
Alpha
look.
Charlie Dare
Is
Golf
there anybody
Sierra
on? Oh, it's
Alpha.
very shuddery there. Nobody on the right, nobody on the left. I'm going to go to the right because I don't think there's any chance of not hitting that fuel thing, but I want to try and avoid hitting it, so I'm going to do my best. Parking brake off, taxi light on, and let's go. I'm sorry, fuel thing. It is getting a bit of a habit, this, where we run into things randomly. Hopefully running into the fuel thing will not make us crash like last time, where we ran into the building and we crashed. And yeah, I have to turn all the way around here now because I have to get to the taxiway. There we go, and we'll just pop our seating position up a little bit. There we go, and we're on our way to 27, no not 27, 23 right, which I believe to be this way. May have been another way of getting there, but this is the way that I know. Okay, so we're on our way. We're going to go back past the... This is not a very accurate representation of Manchester Airport, for anyone who's wondering. The control tower is just to my left here, not there in the middle of the airport. In fact, I think they have got a control tower there. That's probably supposed to be modelling the old control tower, which is actually on the top of an office building. So again, it doesn't look exactly like the way they have it looking here. So not 100% accurate. Let's put one set of flaps down for takeoff. There we go. And we'll just bring back our power here so we can go round this corner, because we have quite a tight little turn. And then we're going to turn to the left. Bit of extra power. So it's stopping again. It's very strange with the way the inertia works. With somebody was saying the other day on one of the videos that they need a bit more inertia. There's not enough ground inertia, and it's like, I think there's a lot of ground inertia. I really do. I think there's just a bit too much ground inertia at the moment. And I have to say, Manchester Airport is just not as good looking as some of the other airports. So we need a hand modelled version of Manchester Airport, or we need one of UK 2000 or Aerosoft or someone to do a full handcrafted Manchester Airport, because this is not really a suitable version of Manchester Airport. But I thought I'd just try it out. It's the first time I've been here at Manchester. Seemed like a good choice for an IFR flight. Doing a quick flight today and from Manchester over to Ronaldsway, to the Isle of Man. There's quite a few aircraft on the screen that are at Manchester at the moment. I don't know whether they're other players or I think they're AI traffic, so they're traffic that will be there in real life, and it's just shown up in Manchester. So normally with the TBM here you would probably go from one of the intersections, you probably wouldn't go all the way to the end of 23 right, but I'm going to do that because that's what he's given me to do, so go to the end. Everything's looking good down there. They're looking good for takeoff. Our trim looks okay. Takeoff flaps are set. I'm going to heading sync as soon as we get to the end, but we're going to be flying. That's the intersection. Shall we see if we can get this intersection here? Let's see if they'll give us this intersection. See if it works or if I need to go to the end. No, we're going to have to go to the end, unfortunately. Just run over a few of these sticky up lights. They're weird as well. So we'll go right to the end. It's only here. And again, the building at the end of the airport here is usually a pub. It's called the airport pub. So that's not quite right. Doesn't really look like a pub here in the flight sim. So definitely we need a new airport. So on my next video, hopefully, I shall do a review of the Orbex Leeds Bradford Airport, and we'll fly from Manchester up to Leeds Bradford. Is this the hold? No, still not giving us. I think there is a closer hold, closer to the airport, to the runway, I think, here anyway, though it's not unrealistic. This is definitely 23 right, so we have the right runway. We just don't have. No, there isn't another hold, so I need to hold here. There we go. Rest takeoff.
Manchester Tower Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha at runway 23 right, ready for takeoff IFR to Ronaldsway.
Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha cleared for takeoff runway 23
There we go,
right.
clear for takeoff, so that's landing lights and strobes on. Acknowledge takeoff
Cleared
clearance.
for takeoff runway 23
Bit of
right,
power.
Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra
Check,
Alpha.
nothing on the approach, nothing on the approach. Clear to the right, and we'll line up and go. So halfway to the throttle. Airspeed alive. Full throttle. Pull it back because it goes so easily into the red here. Oh, bit of a pull to the right, and we're off. Should have been off the ground before then. We've come back, sync heading. And we'll change the nav source to FMS. And we'll turn to follow the
Dair
FMS.
Golf Sierra Alpha contact Manchester Center on 118.775.
And we want the flight level. Change climb, we're going to pop the flight director on. Where's the flight director in this? There it is. Acknowledge handoff.
Going to 118.775 Dair Golf Sierra
And
Alpha.
flaps up. Gear up.
Manchester Center Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is climbing through 2,300 feet for 9,000 feet.
Dair Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Manchester Center continue as planned. Altimeter 30.12.
3012. I'm going to select nav mode because my flight director isn't following nav mode at the moment. There we go. So we've got a good rate of climb. We're still hand flying and we're following the flight director here. Just flying purely based on the instruments, though no external reference, so we don't need to see out the window or see any reference out the window. And very shortly I'm going to move over to the autopilot, but for now I'm just going to keep it on hand flying it. Looking good. I'm hoping we'll come out of the clouds soon. So we're going to go autopilot on and yaw damper on, and the autopilot will just going to intercept the nav mode. I was a little bit off, I think, there. There we go, we're out of the clouds, look at that. Hello Manchester. And we'll just do our after takeoff check, so flaps fully up, gear up. We keep the landing lights on till 10,000 feet in the UK. So we'll keep doing that, and we'll see what our continuous planned and altimeter 3012. So we'll just see if they give us we'll ask for a higher cruising altitude, because I think we've only asked for
Manchester Center Dare Golf Sierra Alpha. Request 13,000 feet.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect 13,000 feet.
So we're climbing and maintaining 9,000, but they're expecting 13,000.
Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect 13,000 feet. Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
Then we're going to get
Sierra Alpha climb and maintain 13,000.
And there we've got climb and maintain 13.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
So we're going to flight level change on, and we're going to just drop the speed down to 150 knots. Went a bit mad there with the speed change. Just double check we've got 13,000 in the box. We have, there we go. And we're climbing now at quite a high rate of knots because we're carrying a bit of extra speed. So we might just increase our speed there. Maybe 160 knots. And we've still got our, let's set our torques too high. Let's set our torque at 95. Should do us for now. And we're climbing very high, so I'm just going to bring the torque back to 90 or so. No need to be using that much fuel. And yeah, it's just brought the nose down quite considerably there. I think we're nearly there anyway, so we'll just let it get to 13,000 now. I'm not very keen on the fly level change mode there. It doesn't it's supposed to hold the speed at what you set it and climb accordingly to keep that speed with the thrust that you've set, but I'm not so keen on it. It doesn't work that way well at the moment. I prefer using flight level vertical speed mode in the aircraft at the moment in Flight Simulator. So this is our cruising height, 13,000 feet. We could probably have gone higher than 13,000 feet, but we've cleared all the cloud here, so it's quite nice up here. The TBM 930 can go up to 30,000 feet, and a good cruise altitude maybe about 26,000. So we could have probably gone up higher, like 18,000 feet or so. So we're over 10,000 feet. We'll pop the landing lights off. And in the UK, actually, what we would do normally is over 3,000, over the transition altitude, which for Manchester I think is 3,000 feet, maybe wrong.
Niner tree 12 or 20,000 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
We would often we would set the barometer to 29992 1013, which is the standard barometer set to standard. But I don't think I can do this here because I'm going to just try. No, it doesn't even respond when I try and set it to standard. It's changed it to 3013, which is weird. The button is moving, but it's not setting standard. So that's just another thing that's broken. We'll stay on the issued barometric pressure at the moment, and we'll see what happens as the flight progresses. But that's probably another bug there that we found for Flight Simulator. Now, there's been a lot of this low-level cloud recently around. I tried a flight, the other couple of flights earlier in the week, where I went VFR with the Cessnas, and this cloud was sitting there sort of from ground to 1,000 feet, or ground to 1,500 feet or so. So I decided today it might be better to do an IFR flight, like this one here. Well, I mean, tell me what you think of these flights. Do you like the IFR? Do you like the VFR? What would you like to see? Would you like to see more UK VFR, more America VFR, more IFR, more maybe some airline? Somebody did ask if I could do an Airbus flight, so I will do the A320neo on VATSIM for a video soon. There's an update been sent out recently, a mod for the stock A320neo that comes with Flight Simulator. So I think if we install that mod and then try that with the stock A320, you should be able to get a fairly realistic experience, because none of the decent realistic aircraft have been released yet for FS 2020. But I'm quite enjoying FS 2020 just flying the general aviation aircraft. It's been quite nice, fun flying the Cessnas instead of just flying Airbuses all the time. So yeah, quite enjoy that. Well, I'm going to do Manchester Barton to Leeds Bradford with the Cessna to try out the Leeds Bradford airport scenery. And as I say, hopefully someone, or Bex or someone, will do a Manchester airport scenery, because I've seen that the Barton one looks really good, so I'm hoping that they'll do a similar thing for Manchester. So we're on the cruise here. Everything's calmed down, obviously, because we've got into the cruise and we're flying IFR. So we haven't got anything to do at the moment in terms of talking to anyone. But what we will do is just keep our eye on what's going on with our aircraft. So currently our indicated airspeed is 227 knots. Our true airspeed is 277 knots. We've got a bit of a tailwind there. Angle of attack is good. Outside air temperature is -5 degrees. We're currently following a 313 degrees heading, course heading. I'll just click sync with the heading, because it's always good to sync the heading up to your current course, just in case you need to make a course deviation, then the heading is in the right place, so when you hit the heading button you don't suddenly make a big turn in the wrong direction. We're staying with the 3012. I think I should have set this one as well. I haven't set this one. 3012 on the standby as well. I've not done very well today. I've not doing very well. And then over here we can see where we're going. If we go in here, we should be able to look at this in a bit of a more. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way now. So another thing that people have talked about is the fact that these G1000 and G3000 systems are not complete. They don't have all of the flight plan information. It will come up in a minute and show us our flight plan. It should do anyway. There we go. So there's our flight plan, but it isn't complete. So if I tried to put a departure arrival information in, I don't know if I can even go direct. Haven't tried that. I can try it now with the current waypoint, see if it makes any difference. So there we are at the moment. We're going Wallasey to AGLIL. If I hit direct, okay. So it's only giving us one waypoint there, which is a shame. So I might be doing that the wrong way. So if I click this one, I can go direct to... so yes, I can direct to and activate, and that'll go direct to which we were already going direct to anyway. So that's good. That's nice that that's available. So if we go into procedures here, then we obviously did the departure. If we go to arrivals, then there's there's no arrivals, no transitions, and no runway options. So that's a shame, because it would have been nice to have all that information in there. But I'm hoping that they will get to the point of popping all that in. So we have some things there.
You are 19,000 feet above your assigned altitude.
That's not us.
Descend and maintain 10,000
I think we're going to
feet.
choose ILS 8, maybe. I thought that the wind was from 313.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Pull at 300.
Let's load ILS 26 and let's see what we get with that when we get there. And we'll see. I know it was 408 that was there, wasn't it? 408 was loaded. So let's do ILS 08. Load that, and then hopefully we can actually get that approach to work when we get to Ronaldsway, and it will set the right I'm hoping it will tune the right nav aids and we don't have to tune them manually. Yeah. Meanwhile, we're continuing at 13,000 feet. All looks nice. There's a lot of traffic there. There's a couple of aircraft to the left, but we can't see them. Haven't had much luck seeing any other traffic at the moment in Flight Simulator since I've been playing. I don't think I have seen another aircraft at all. I've seen some. I've heard that there's some been quite close to me, but I haven't actually seen any of them. So yeah. So let's see if we can, let's just go back into our MFD here. MFD stands for multifunction display, in case you wondered.
Logan 686, you are 75 miles southeast. Climb and maintain
and
3,000
PFD stands for primary flight display, which is this unit here.
Romeo Whiskey Yankee transition. Cleared to Romeo Whiskey Yankee.
So we're out over the Irish Sea now, heading towards Ronaldsway, which is EGNS, which is on the Isle of Man, as you can see here.
3,200 feet, expect ILS runway 26 approach via Romeo Whiskey Yankee transition, cleared to Romeo Whiskey Yankee Logan 686. Ryanair 1976, you are 20,000 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Logan 686, climb and maintain 10,200 feet.
I'll sit myself up even higher there. I like to sort of sit up in the cockpit and look down a little bit rather than be behind the glare shield. I'm quite tall as well, so you know, probably would be higher than this if I was in this aircraft now.
Climb and maintain 10,200 feet, Logan 686.
I think if I had a lot of money, this is definitely an aircraft I would consider buying. If I was in the market for an aircraft of this sort of standard, I would really like a TBM. It seems like a very, very nice aircraft. Obviously it's a turboprop, so it's not like a Cessna, which has a regular engine like you have in a car. So what's the word I'm looking for? It runs on petrol. It's a standard engine. This is a turboprop, so it's basically a very small turbine, like the same principle as a jet engine, but instead of turning a fan like a jet does, the turbine turns the prop on the front of the engine.
Sierra Alpha, did you copy?
We've just been given something that we missed there because I was chatting.
Descend and maintain 3,200 feet
descend.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
Okay, so we'll put 3,200 in the box, but first we'll just initiate the descent. So I'm going to hit flight level change mode. I'm going to turn my airspeed down, and I'm going to reduce my power. And I'm also going to put vertical speed mode on, because otherwise we're not going to get anywhere near that. And it's done it again for me, thank you very much. So we're going to go down at 1,000 feet per minute. And I've just reduced the power so that we don't pick up too much airspeed as we descend, but we will pick up a little bit, hopefully. Keep up around 200 knots. It's nice that this aircraft is quite quick.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, please expedite your descent to 3,200
Yeah,
feet.
I'm not going to expedite any faster than 1,000 feet per minute, sorry. So I don't like the air traffic control in Flight Simulator. It really isn't particularly realistic. It's not bad, but it still has a lot of the same problems that Flight Simulator X had with its air traffic control. It wouldn't surprise me if they just lifted the air traffic control straight out of Flight Simulator X. Some of the things it does are similar to the way the ATC was in Flight Sim X. I've been using for quite a long time.
And maintain 10,000 feet.
For quite a long time, I've been using Vox ATC, which is an air traffic control program where you actually speak and it recognises what you say.
10,000 feet, Logan 686.
And it tells you stuff. You tell it stuff back, and you don't actually need the text at all, because you can talk to it just like you would talk to air traffic control regularly. So yeah, found that really good. I don't know if that will work. I presume it won't work for Flight Sim X. For Flight Sim 2020 at the moment. So I'd have to look into that. Guess it'll come out at some point. But I found that to be a really good solution. It meant you could do everything by talking. You press a button on the yoke just like normal. You talk and it responds, and you respond. Sometimes it went weird. Sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes you had to say just the right thing or it wouldn't work. But I did find it better than the stock air traffic control. So yeah, I would recommend Vox ATC if it does come out.
You are 18,500 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
And all these aircraft which it's getting from schedules that in the real world, I don't know if it's getting it from a feed in the real world, so they're actual aircraft that exist.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, easy 188.
But they all seem to be massively above their assigned altitude. So that one there, EasyJet, it was 18,500 feet above its assigned altitude.
100 feet above your assigned altitude.
Yeah, descend and maintain 10,000. So again, it's just not working very well. Doesn't really seem to work. Yeah.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Shamrock 9er Tree 6.
On the descent then. Descending down towards Ronaldsway. So we're through 10,000 feet now. So we'll put the landing lights on. Ready for our approach. And I'm going to activate this approach and see what happens. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Okay, it's alright because we're in a straight line anyway. Oopsie. Let's have a look and see if it has tuned the navs for us. Back. No. Navcom. Let's just zoom in here. So there's comm, audio and radio, standby, comm 1, comm 2. So how do I get nav? Navcom home. This is all This is all comm radios. PFD. MFD.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, please expedite your descent to 3,000.
We are expediting. We're expediting.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, contact Ronaldsway approach on 135.905.
And we're handed off to approach anyway. There we go.
135.905 for Dare Golf Sierra Alpha. Ronaldsway approach Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is out of 9,300 feet for 3,200 feet.
Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Ronaldsway approach, continue to Erdov as planned. Altimeter tree 0.14.
And he doesn't want me to say anything back. So go 3014 on here, 3014 on here. Make sure we've got the correct settings. Now seem to have stalled at 9,000. Oh, that was my fault. I put 9,300 in. So let's get that down, get VNav on. Not VNav. Vertical speed mode. We'll get ourselves down. Going a bit faster now, 1,500 feet. Still haven't. Yeah, we're already expediting. We're expediting, don't you worry. Still haven't found a way to tune the nav radios. So how does that work then? So that's the transponder. Yeah, we've got that. Cancel. Audio and radios. Ah! Nav 1. Ah, there we go. Okay, 113.9. I'm just going to look up and see what the ILS settings for 08 are. Let's do that. So I'm using Sky Demon, which is a piece of software that I can use to do that. Ronaldsway information, and I need to find instrument plates, 08 approach charts, and ISDME.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, you are 14 miles southeast. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 26 approach.
Okay, so we're going to ILS 26.
Cleared to Romeo Whiskey Yankee.
So we're going to go a non-exact signed approach.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 26 approach.
So we're now going to go back in here, and we're going to go back.
Romeo Whiskey Yankee,
We're going to choose this ILS 26 approach, load and activate. There we go. I think we shouldn't have done that back. So I don't think we should be doing this. He wants us to follow Ronaldsway. So I'm going to go back to heading, to the current heading. That was my fault there. I shouldn't have changed the flight plan. Oops. What happens if I remove it? I go back to the regular one. Ah, okay. So I can go back to that and then, yeah. So I'm loading it. Yeah, we need to head this way. They request a vector.
Ronaldsway approach Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha requesting vector to next waypoint.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, continue to Romeo Whiskey Yankee turning and following heading 285.
Continue to Romeo Whiskey Yankee turning and following heading 285 Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
Okay, so we need to bit more descent, vertical speed, 1500 feet again. So we can kind of see the airport in front of us now. I think he's going to vector us around. We've kind of gone a bit wrong, but hopefully we can be vectored in now and we can get an instrument ILS approach.
Golf Sierra Alpha descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Descended to 2,000. Acknowledge instruction.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
And the airport is just here.
Miles southeast of Ronaldsway. Contact Ronaldsway Tower on 119.005 when inbound on the approach.
Okay, so it's an acknowledge approach clearance, so we're going to have to now make a turn because we need to go round to... we should have probably turned the other way, but never mind.
686 is at 7,200 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
We're going to make a turn round to
Logan
intercept.
686 Ronaldsway approach, continue to Romeo Whiskey Yankee as planned. Altimetry 0.14.
We need to go to USR, basically. So we're going to just turn around there. We're descending to 2,000. Going to bring our power back because we need to bring the speed down. We could just go visual and land, it would be a little bit easier, but no, we'll do it the way we were supposed to be doing it, even though we've gone wrong. So I'm just going to go on the thing here and go back, back. Where's the flight plan? MFD, flight plan, and I'm going to go down to... Ah! Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do that. It won't let me see the that's just annoying. So yeah, not brilliant. So we'll tune Ronaldsway Tower and we'll say Ronaldsway approach. We are
Ronaldsway Tower, Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 6 miles east inbound ILS runway 26 approach.
And we'll just go to ILS 26.
X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Ronaldsway Tower.
Which is going to be 260.
Altimetry 0.14, wind tree 14 at 22.
11115. Enter.
Stall. Stall.
Oh, we've gone too slow. Get some power.
Stall. Stall.
And that was silly of us. So I'm going to start. We're not doing very well here. We keep.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha, acknowledge last transmission.
Cleared ILS runway 26 approach. Dare Golf
So we're going to
Sierra
turn
Alpha.
heading now round to follow this. Round to follow this approach. So basically we're going to fly up towards the north and then round to 260. We're going to get the speed down now. And I'm going to transfer my active nav to localizer 1 and I need to set the course for localizer 1. How do I do that? It's 259, so I'm hoping that's the correct course. It's 260 for the runway. Let's go over there for that. Let's give one flaps down to 1. Little bit of power. And we'll descend to 1500 feet. And we'll turn our heading to an intercept course. Oh man, with this zoom. There it goes again. So we're looking to intercept the ILS.
Logan 6866 miles east, inbound ILS runway 26 approach.
Let's
Logan
select the approach
686
mode.
Ronaldsway Tower. Cleared ILS runway 26 approach. Altimeter tree 0.14, wind tree 14 at 22.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Gear down.
Landing gear.
Cleared ILS runway 26 approach, Logan 686.
Gone a bit early there with the flaps, but I'll get the landing gear down. We're going to intercept the ILS shortly. The airport's over there. So we've got the gear down, we've got the flaps down. Just waiting for ILS intercept. We're still on the autopilot. I'm going to choose... No, I'm going to put to heading because it's not quite there yet. Then go a little bit more round to the intercept manually. And then we'll just click approach mode. And it shouldn't go that way at all. Yeah, we'll just do that manually again. And now try and click approach mode. The glide slope's coming down here, as you can see. I can see the runway. So what should happen now is that we've got the runway ahead, so we're good. We're now on the ILS, on the localizer, and we are waiting for the glide slope. Once the glide slope comes down, then the aircraft should pick up the glide slope.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha cleared to land runway 26.
We're clear to land.
Wind tree 14 at 22.
Cleared to land runway 26 Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
So as the glide slope comes into the centre, we should hear it says glide slope cease waiting. It's going to intercept the glide slope, pick it up. There we go. So now we're descending down towards the aircraft. The airport rather. Just going to pull back our power so that we maintain 95 knots on the approach. And we're descending on the glide slope, and we're following the localizer. So there's a few bits of weirdness to the way that the system operates at the moment and the way that ATC operates, but so we did make a bit of a mess up of that, particularly picking up the approach, but we're there now. We're on the ILS, we're established, and then at 500 feet, let's say 500 feet, we'll go to a manual landing. But I have the airport now, I have the runway, so I know I'm on the correct runway for landing. So 630 feet, 600 foot on the radio altimeter. So 500 feet radio altimeter, we're going to land, disengage the autopilot, You can see I've got 2 white, 2 red on the pappies there, so bang on the glide slope. And we're down. And brakes.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha exit runway when able.
We're going to exit the runway and we're going to head over to, I think this is another runway here, it's not a taxiway, that's correct. So we'll exit just past this next runway. Flaps up. Okay, so we're here.
Dare Golf Sierra Alpha contact ground on 119er Ronaldsway Airport information.
Going to 119er decimal 005 Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
So we're here at the Isle of Man. We didn't do too badly getting here.
Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi
They
to
just
parking.
turn off
Dare
landing
Alpha
lights.
Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
Acknowledge taxi clearance.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
We're going to go over here. I don't know if this is the general aviation parking, but this is where we're going to park. I think this is the non-general aviation parking, but I would like to park here. It looks nice here. So we'll go for one of these nice stands. Maybe this one with the fuel box. Maybe this one here on the left, because we don't really need fuel. Yeah, this looks like a nice one. Just go in here. There we go. We have arrived. Parking brake set. And we will feather the prop. Down to low idle. Lights off. And engine off.
Aural warning, okay.
Well, there we go. We have arrived at Ronaldsway. Hope you enjoyed being with me for this IFR flight, where we messed things up a little bit. But hey, there we go. That's just the way it goes. Thank you very much, and see you on the next video.